Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Roscoe2, and today we're going to be taking another look at my 2014 Chevy Sonic LT with the 1.8 liter engine. Today we had another part fail. The specific code that the engine threw was p0496. Now, what that basically says is that there's another issue with the evap system, and from doing some online research, I was pretty easily able to narrow it down due to some of the symptoms that my engine was also showing. Now, this code started out when I was filling up my gas tank one day, and I just put it on autopilot, let it fill up to full tank, got back in the car, turned the engine on, and it started sputtering. And so my first thought was, okay, maybe there was too much fuel in there. Even though I didn't try and top off the tank, I just let it do autofill. Now, what I found out online was that a part called basically it's called like the Purge valve. If you top off your tank, it can cause it to fail. Now, luckily, this is only a $20 part on Amazon. For those of you wondering what the part number is, I have it right here. You can see the AC Delco is 2142317, and GM is 555-67453. Now, like I was saying, it failed, so I pretty much had a pretty good idea that it was that part, due to all the symptoms my engine showed. So as you can see on the actual vehicle, the part is located right here. This is the new one that I installed. This video isn't going to show you how to do it step by step as I'm doing it. It's going to show you how to do it step by step without me taking it out, since I've already done it, and I didn't think to shoot a video until I've already finished. But anyway, so there's three different connectors on this part. You've got a hose here, you've got another hose right here, and then you've got this computer module right here. And then, of course, you've also got this thing right here, which all this does is it holds it to the engine bay. You can actually see it right here. It's on a piece of metal. You just slide it to the right. It'll pop right out. Doing that, once you get the first hose off, actually makes it much easier to work with these two other hoses because you can move it around very easily. Now, to get this first hose off, you can see there's a little push button right here. You basically need to just push it down, but when you push it down on it, make sure you're applying your finger straight down to make sure that it pops off. And then you just pull it to the left and it'll pop right out. Now, once you get that off, the next step is to start messing with the other hose, and it's very difficult to see right here, I know, but I'm just going to give you guys a very quick look, and once you look at your own engine, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about much easier. You can see right here there's a little blue clip right there, and basically, to get that off, all you have to do is grab it by the end right here and just kind of pop it, and it'll disengage this side, and you do the same thing on the bottom side, and it'll disengage. You pull this part out, and you just set it to the side. Make sure you're gentle, though. This is a very cheap piece of plastic. And I don't know if you can just buy that piece of plastic by itself, or if you have to buy something much more expensive to get it. Now, once you get this clip off, what you're going to see directly underneath the blue clip is going to be a white piece of plastic clip. That one you can't do anything with right now until you get off the actual computer module, which is right here. Now, to get the computer off, and I know you can't see what I'm about to talk about, there's going to be another piece of blue plastic that's the same shade of blue. And what it's going to do is right here on top, you can see my thumb and my pointer finger is, there is a clip that you just push down on. Now, technically that should disengage it, but there's a blue piece of plastic underneath it that you have to basically stick a pocket knife or a very thin flathead screwdriver in it, and you just push it to the side. So on this side, it's got like a little tiny little gap, and on the other side, it's got the actual, kind of piece that you can put your little fingernail in and kind of pop it out. And what you do is you get the screwdriver, you put it in between on this side of the blue plastic and the black, and you gently pop it, and that'll disengage the clip. Then you push down on this with your finger, and you just simply pull it out. It pops right out. Once you get the computer module disconnected, all you have to do is the white piece of plastic that I was talking about, that's right underneath here, you just squeeze down on it, or squeeze down on the edges, and it'll pop this last hose right off. And then you've got it disengaged. I mean, you've got the whole you've got the whole Purge valve taken out. It takes about less than 2 minutes to do that, as long as you're not fighting it. Now, some of you might be asking, well, how do I know if the Purge valve is actually the thing that broke, seeing that p0496 doesn't give you a specific part? And there's actually an easy way, once you get the part out, to tell if it's broken or not. And this is not technically healthy, because obviously there's vapor fuel in here. But you can just simply put this up to your lips, one end of the little nozzle, and just suck it. You can just suck out the air. Okay? Now, if you can't suck any air out, it means that it's working and it's not broken. This isn't your issue. However, if you can even suck out just a tiny amount, it means that this valve did not close all the way and it's broken. And there's no way to fix it, you know, and then without having to buy a new part. But anyway, that's the easiest way to tell once you get it out if it's broken or not. It's a fail-proof way. This valve is programmed and designed to always shut when it's not in use. So if it's open, it's broken. Anyway, that's basically the gist of how you take the part out. Putting it back in, I found out the easiest way to do it was, you know, to first put in this hose, the one that I told you to take out last, and you put all the blue clip back on, make sure it's snug in there, then put the computer back in, make sure you push that little blue clip on the other side, make sure you push it all the way back in so that you can't engage the clip right here to release it. And then what I did next was I simply just slid the whole thing back on, and then finally took 2 seconds and popped this last hose in. Like I said, it's literally a 5-minute job. Anyway, hope this video helped explain things and helps you guys figure out if this is your issue. From what other research I was able to look up, on most GM vehicles dating back, you know, 10, 15, 20 years, they have a serious issue with the purge valve going out if you top off your tank, which is why you should never top off your tank, because you could end up breaking a $20 part, and if you keep doing it, you're just going to keep breaking it. Like I said, there's no reason that you should take this to the dealer to get that part fixed. It's really a very simple job. If you have to, you can get them to diagnose it, but I would go to AutoZone and have them plug in their computer, get the code, and then research it and figure out what the issue is. If you have to buy this from the dealer, this cost me $20 on Amazon. Usually the dealer is anywhere from 2 to 3 times more expensive, sometimes even more. So this part, I never checked it out at the dealer, but it's probably somewhere in between 60 and 80 bucks to get it replaced. Anyway, like I said again, hope this video helped you guys out. If you have any more questions, let me know in the comment section. I know this video isn't, you know, great because I already replaced it. I just didn't remember at the time when I was doing it to film it. But hopefully, you know, me explaining close up how to do this will help you guys. Anyway, have a good day.